Hello and welcome everybody. My name is Tasin Siddiqui, and in this video I would like to talk about the three things that set you up for a good career, right? So, there are some obvious things that going to a good college, getting good grades, getting into the best company that you can, getting the best promotions, that would set you up for a good career. Obviously, having, affluent parents, having that network, nepotism, all that helps, right, to get you into the best place that you want, right? That is obvious. Like if you're born into an affluent family, your parents, and if you work decently, you would be able to attend a more name brand university, and then that would basically accelerate your career. Those are obvious things. But in this video, basically I would like to talk about what you can do even if you don't have those things, even if you were not born with a silver spoon. So I would like to basically talk about, despite not having those privileges, what can you do to set yourself up for a great career. So obviously things like hard work, persistence, tenacity, these are the kind of qualities I would be talking about in this video. There's a saying that talent is a way that God equalizes things, right? So God gives everybody a certain talent. For some, it might be, they are really good at, let's say, math or studying. Somebody is really good in education. Somebody in, in fine arts, right? Somebody in sports. So talent is one of those ways in which people come up in life, and it happens all the time. You see sportsmen from basically rising up from nothing and becoming world famous, having lots of money. So talent is obviously there, but then you can sit all day and complain and curse that somebody has this and I do not have this, and yeah, you can basically play that victim card. You, or you can what you can do is you can work and build certain qualities. So there are these three qualities that I've commonly observed, and I think it sets you up for a great career. The first being emotional intelligence, the second being a rational intelligence, and the third one being obviously, the ability to work really, really hard. So let me start with emotional intelligence. Well, we all know these people, who are God gifted, who are extremely well in education in school. They ace all subjects. They get a perfect score. They go to the best university, attend the, get like a PhD in physics or astrophysics. But we do not always see these personalities becoming the most successful, uh, you know, in the industrial world. You know, let's just say becoming like the CEO or something, rising very high. It's not like they do not, but yeah, I think there's this emotional intelligence skill that is required to get to the very top, and this is something that you do not learn in university. This requires patience, maturity, and it takes a lot of time to develop. So, you know, in this emotional intelligence, I will bunch a lot of other things as well, but people skills obviously is very important when it comes. You must be able to communicate your ideas, right? Communication is very important. It is not just good or enough to have solutions to a problem. These scientists, they might be able to do, like, I don't know, derivations and calculus and all these complex things, but you should be able to communicate your ideas in a simple format to other people, right? And this is what businesses are. You must be able to communicate your idea and basically get other people to understand what you are vouching for. So also part of emotional intelligence is the ability to listen to others, right? Yeah, you do not want to be that arrogant person, or rather, You do not just want to hear people, but you want to listen to them, right? There's a difference. Are you somebody, people want to really hang out with, right? Do you bore people? Do you have ideas that are interesting, right? Do people want to work with you? So these are parts of emotional intelligence. Communication skill is not about just speaking, fluent English or fluent German when it comes to Germany, but it's about communicating ideas, right? You may be able to speak very simple sentences, but you can communicate your ideas in the form of oral speech, written communication, or basically just showing people the thing, how you've arrived at what you've arrived and what this means. So, right, you must be able to communicate your ideas. And communication basically means transferring the ideas from your head to somebody else's head. So, yeah, that is what I think communication is. And, also part of emotional intelligence, I think, I'm kind of, combining other things, but is marketing. You must be able to market your ideas, right? You must be able to brand, do your own branding, right? Because in life everybody has ideas, but a lot of them just end up in the grave. You must be able to market your ideas, and you have to do the market research of where these ideas will sell, who you should talk to, who you should network with, how to basically make an idea into a product. So this is very important in life, because products add value to people's life, not just ideas. So you must be able to, basically transfer these ideas into products. And for that, you require marketing skills, sales skills. So these are things, I've combined it in emotional intelligence, is very important for success. The second thing that I believe is important is rational intelligence. So by rational intelligence, I do not just mean, you are able to, solve mathematical formulas or come up with mathematical formulas. But what I mean is, can you reason? Can you logic? Do you have logic? Yeah. Can you basically go from one premise to the other using logic? How do you think? You have to structure your thoughts. That is very important. Yeah. Because reasoning is very important in understanding which industries are rising, which are shrinking, and then you can pivot yourself, right? You can find the opportunities, the next opportunity that will be best for you. And there are people who do not even know the difference between a scalable career and a non-scalable career. So a non-scalable career is one. Let's say there's a chef, right, at a local restaurant. He cooks for 7 people. They eat his food, and the 7 people are the ones who are champions of his food. They love his food, and they come to this restaurant. But it's only these 7 people who know about it. And then there's another, let's say, author who writes a book, and using the right distribution and marketing channel, his work is read by the world. So many people are there to vouch for him. And this is where there's a difference in these careers. One is a scalable career, the author, and the other was a not scalable career, because there are not many people who can champion for his work. So obviously, the chef, the pizza guy, he can learn some business skills of how he can set up a restaurant, and instead of just cooking for 7 people, how he can you know create a team that will go on and produce something for more people. So this is where business skills comes into the picture. So I believe this all comes from rational intelligence, which is also important in career. um, and then, yeah, part of rational skill is also like coding, writing skills. So basically being able to reason from going from one step to the next. So this all comes under rational intelligence. And the third thing that I believe is very important is hard work. Yeah, there's no alternative to hard work, as we all know. You have to take action, right? you have to realize that nothing will work out in one day or maybe a year. It will take a long, long time, but you must be willing to put in the hard work with the same enthusiasm for over a long time with consistency, and then only would you see some results. So yeah, I think those were the three things that are very, very important when it comes to set you up for a good career. I would like to hear, how do you find these videos? Do you like these ideas? Should I keep making these videos? And if you do like it, please subscribe to the channel, because it will help the algorithm, like and share and do all of that good thing. So yeah, so that it keeps me motivated. And with that, I wish you all the best, and bye.